No, I don't.
Oh, wow. This is like a huge, and we're back.
And we are back. And well, welcome back, Business Geeks. Yeah, the music's in Jen. I love it. It's like nothing changed. I don't know
Yeah,
why I got rid of that button. I will have to pull that button back up here because apparently I removed it. Anyway, welcome to season 2 of the Business Geeks podcast. I'm Super Joe Pardo. That's Jennifer Crawford. That's Samantha Riley. And we are happy to be back for a season 2 of the Business Geeks podcast. And we thought today would be a great time for us to just catch up and see what everybody's been up to and go from there.
Absolutely.
So who wants to start with what they've been up to these last several months? Because what was the last episode? Was it January?
I think it was January. So
that's right.
We've been out for most of the year.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. January 3rd was our last time together for the show, and here we are today, bringing it back. Jen, how has 2021 treated you?
Okay. Couple things.
I'm strapping myself in. Hang on.
No, it's not bad at all. I just am wondering, I'm sure people have had a similar reaction to 2021 in the sense that we got through 2020 miraculously. Like, a lot of crap was thrown at us, right? We were all reeling with all of the crap of 2020. 2021 had a lot of promise and hope associated with it, right? But we had some knocks, right? Delta variant, like people not getting vaccinated, all sorts of, bumps along the way. Yet there were some silver linings for me, and I think for a lot of other business owners, and that was I found that this time really allowed me to focus and get very clear on the things that I should be paying attention to in my life and in my business. And because of that focus, I've had some dividends, some very good dividends from that, great business growth, time, like meaningful time with friends and family, safely, obviously. So I think those silver linings, I can be very thankful for. I also have an unpopular opinion to share that may seem off base, but it's led to a lot of frustration in my life. And that is, I hate weighted blankets. And I don't know why they got so popular. I don't know why everyone loves them. But this weighted blanket is like an anchor, very, very bad, weighing me down in more ways than one. It's so heavy. It makes everything hard. That's it.
Is it maybe too heavy? Maybe it's too heavy.
I work out, and I cannot tell you I can't even get rid of it because it's so heavy. I don't know where to put it. I don't know what to do with it.
More working out for you, Jen.
Wait, well, Thor can help you get rid of it. Thor should be able to lift it, right? It's not that heavy.
You obviously don't have a weighted blanket, Joe.
I have a similar story for when you're done, by the way.
I'm done. I'm trying to just, one, see other people's silver linings from the past 2 years. I hope people have experienced their own. And 2, unpopular opinion, fight me about the weighted blanket.
Hang on. First, before you jump in, Joe, can we just give Jen kudos for having a great year, because I think that we should celebrate that, because I don't believe that we celebrate enough in business. So I'm all up for good work, Jen.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
Congratulations.
You. Thank you. It does feel good. Thank you.
And sorry, Joe.
As it should. No, don't be sorry. No, that was a perfect. That was perfect. We should be celebrating those wins, even no matter how big or how small. They are, and the weighted blanket, Jen, it's not off brand for you to find something to complain about, and that's one of the reasons I appreciate you. Number one, number two, I found about 2 months ago the Hug Sleep Pod. I don't know if you saw my review on YouTube with this, but basically instead of putting a weight on yourself, you're putting yourself into like a cocoon, like a stretchy cocoon. So the stretchiness is creating that pressure around you rather than a heavy blanket. And I'll tell you, it changed my sleeping life, even though I love it, but I don't like it. And the reason I don't like it is because I don't like feeling, I'm a little claustrophobic in it. But on the nights that I'm able to get past that, I have some of the best night's sleep I've ever gotten in my life.
Because you're wrapped up like a little baby. That's how we wrap up babies.
And it even has little feet. Like you can scoop it. Like it's got like a little hood for your feet, so you can like easily like kick your feet out and then like go to the bathroom. And it's not super heavy. It's more like a thin like a sheet kind of material, like a spandex, like a thin spandex kind of material. I love it. I just don't like it because I can't do it every night. But what I found is if I just do it like one night, 1 or 2 nights a week, my sleep, like I sleep better for like a few days at a time. I don't have to sleep in it every single night to have a great night's sleep. It's weird. It's like $80, totally worth it. And I don't sleep. I kind of wish I could sleep with it every night, but it's weird. It's like, okay, we're in bed, we're watching TV or something. It's like, okay, now I got to get ready for bed. And then you also have to like move the blankets off to the side because any like ridges, like I feel the ridges like from if I was like laying on top of other blankets, and I don't like it. I can't handle that apparently. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, boy, I'm glad because I got one too.
Who swaddles you? Do you swaddle yourself, or does Melissa have to come in and wrap you in your cocoon?
First of all, are you being serious?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No.
And this is totally where I was going as well.
No. This is it's like a tube. It's like a tube. Hold on a second. Let me share my screen.
It sounds like a condom, to be honest. It sounds like a
so look, here's video of me walking in it.
That's exactly what I was picturing.
Yeah. So it's. So like you just like roll it up over yourself, and if you let me see if I can find the.
So there's not like a couple version of this because I'm just thinking that this would not work for Leon and I. Like,
well,
it's meant for
sleep. Yes, but it's meant for sleeping. Like it's like okay, I'm actually ready to go to sleep now.
But if you're not ready for sleep, like
then I'm not laying in it. I'm not laying in it doing the, I'm not laying in it.
What if an insect gets inside?
I mean, that could happen with anything. That could happen with anything.
But that's different. It's different with this because if let's say there's a spider. Like you can't get away from the spider. You can't just
flick it off.
A spider could be under the blankets that you're in, or under the under your clothes.
But it's not trapped like in this tube.
You just hit it. You just give it a good whack.
You have not lived in Australia, Joe. You have not lived in Australia.
That's true. That is true. Or like where they have like where's the other spiders at? But. Texas or Arizona with scorpions or something to that effect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Snake.
You're right. I have not.
I would not want a scorpion stuck in my little tube.
No. But I'm like, I guess the other thing is it's in case of an emergency, you got to be able to get out of it pretty quick. Now, like I said, you can easily get your feet like scooped out and like walk like I was walking in the beginning of that video. But it's just another thing to think about. And that as long as I don't think about those things, think about because even having the material like up against my neck, like when I sleep, like I have to pull it kind of down on the ones, like whatever side is on top. So if I'm on my side, the side that's facing the ceiling, that side can't be pulled across my neck because I feel like I'm like choking myself. Even though it's not. It's totally not choking me. I just don't like it. But that could be your opportunity for a weighted blanket without the weight.
Thor might have something to say about that, Jen.
Yeah,
being in your own little cocoon.
It feels. I mean, I'm feeling claustrophobic just looking at it.
Just looking at it.
Just looking at it, it's looking like you're mummified over there.
Yes. Yeah, I am. Yeah. But it was on Shark Tank, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to try this because I don't generally get great night's sleep anyway. So I'm open to trying almost anything. And like I said, aside from the issue of feeling kind of claustrophobic, if I think about it, I think it's a wonderful purchase. Though it is pricey. $80 is not
cheap.
It's not cheap.
But sleep is worth so much more than $80.
Exactly, and that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna do it.
Well, congratulations on your improved sleep through Shark Tank's products.
Yay!
How's your year been, Joe? Tell us about your year.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I mean, once Business Geeks wrapped up, I had tons of time on my hands all of a sudden to figure out what my next content creation strategy was going to be, and I started, but even before Business Geeks wrapped up season 1, I was already in the testing phases trying to figure out my formatting and stuff for some Shark Tank reaction videos and like just a whole game plan for YouTube. And now it is just getting, I don't want to say out of hand because it's still in the very early stages still, but it's very much, it's very awesome to have people literally all over the world enjoying the content, learning alongside, like with me and from me, and alongside me on this journey that I've kind of put forward here. And I mean, we've gone from basically no subscribers, no regular content on YouTube to I think the last I checked was 2,240 subscribers now. Last month gained like 600 subscribers on the channel. It's awesome. It's over 8,000 people in the last 28 days have checked out, like returned to the channel for multiple videos. So it's pretty incredible. The community that we're building, even through all the crazy. I mean, I know both of you have seen the crazy comments that I've received over the last year. And
you must have grown some thick skin over this year.
I would say that it has been a transformative year for me in that sense that I don't want to be a jerk to people, but at the same time, what used to really bother me is not bothering me as much, especially as more and more people join the super community, as I call it. So it's like, all right, so I know what I'm doing. Other people see it, they're enjoying it, and some random person on the internet that says "shut the hell up" and "get out of my way" doesn't really mean anything at all. Like I feel bad for them, like, but not
mature.
Bad for myself. Oh, thank you. I'm growing up. It's blossoming, as you would say.
Our little Super Joe Pardo's growing up.
Yeah, we're shedding a tear. It's so exciting. No, honestly, you've done awesome.
Oh, thank you.
And that's why we bring Jen.
Yes, ding ding, absolutely. So it's been an incredible journey, growing my business, as well as growing Indie PodCon from the last year as well. we're over like 5,400 members or something like that now on Facebook, and the email list grows on the daily. So, and that is mostly on autopilot until we get closer to events. So, yeah, it's everything is kind of lining up for how I've set. It took a couple of years, but everything is lining up the way that I set into to have it be.
Okay, so in summary,
That's awesome.
I have been wrestling a weighted blanket, and Joe has become internet famous. This is where we are.
And I haven't even had to use TikTok yet. In fact, I literally have my switch pod here to set up in portrait mode, so I can easily drop my phone in and start doing that vertical content for the TikToks and stuff at some point. I just haven't decided what's going to go there, but but yeah, I mean, even doing like I'll tell you, one of the scariest parts of YouTube, other than the ups and downs and ebbs and flows of like, oh, we're doing really great, and then like things start to slide down, but it's a different part of the year or whatever, is getting pigeonholed into like doing one type of content. And I think for anybody that has a business, like, it's important to niche down but at the same time, when you're creating stuff on the regular, creating just one type of content might help grow your numbers out of the gate, but it's kind of scary because I don't want to be pigeonholed to that. I'm so much more than just giving my my educated opinion and analysis of Shark Tank pitches and things of that nature. And so like I started to grow into doing the entrepreneurs. I do it here on we're streaming on Entre, even though apparently both of your mics are not coming through.
Oh, really?
On that. Yeah, I don't know why mine is, but you're neither of yours are, so they can only. I sent them the link to Facebook Live, but so we'll get that straightened out in the future. But
is it because we're women?
I don't think so. Pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's not.
I don't know this platform. I don't know where they lean.
Is it because I'm over 40?
Because I'm a woman over 40, over 50.
This is valuable feedback that I'm sure they would love to hear, and I will send them the video so they can hear you say that, not me, because I'm not the one that's going to say that.
Shutting down women's voices left and right.
Oh, no. I'm not saying any of that to repeat those. So anyway, so I've been doing the entrepreneurs and taking news articles, kind of like how we were doing here on the Business Geeks on a weekly basis, but I'm literally doing it on a daily basis and cranking out 5 to 10 videos a day on top of my Shark Tank reactions, on top of Shark Tank interviews, on top of Bar Rescue, The Profit, Shark Tank product reviews, all these different things, because I don't want to be pigeonholed to just one type of content. And I think it's important to be able to experiment and not be held hostage to my own success.
Oh, well,
that's awesome, Joe.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations, Joe, on your
thank you, on
your growth, on your fame, on your success.
I wouldn't say it's fame. We're not there yet, but I will be doing a world tour. Don't worry. We're all going on tour. It just might be another year or two. So just hang in there with me.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Totally.
but might be necessary. So it's okay. Safety first and ease of access first. We'll be doing probably 2 to 4 years. We'll be doing a world tour. So
exciting.
Looking forward to that.
Okay, that's some great planning. Well, we have not heard from the amazing businesswoman from down under.
Say, amazing. I've forgotten her name.
She forgot her name.
I know. I can't forget her name. It's right there on the screen. I was trying to come up with something like Thunder from Down Under, but was more appropriate, and that was the Blunder from Down Under with me. Anyway,
oh my goodness,
Sam,
I've missed you, Jen.
I
missed you so much.
So much.
Oh. However, as much as I've missed you, I have actually really enjoyed the break. And I think that it's really important. And all 3 of us are very good at being consistent, and I'm very much about consistency breeds success. However, we also need to remember that we need space for things to happen. And when we got to the beginning of the year, all three of us, coming through COVID and coming through, gosh, you guys had so much happening over there with, Black Lives Matter and everything that was happening with your government. I can't, just all the things that we got to the end of the year and we were all pretty burnt out. And I'm glad that we did take a break, because now we're like, yes, let's go again. We're excited about this. And, here we got the Delta variant here too in Sydney. So we were in lockdown over Christmas and New Year where we were. So I didn't get to see any family. And then we were back in lockdown in June for 4 months. So my goodness, so glad to be out the other side of that and out of the house again for the first time. Cannot get into my hairdresser. That's why it looks so bad, because everyone's booked in for the hairdresser. So hanging out to get my hair done. But yeah, this year's been really great, and same as you, Jen. It's a great space to actually reevaluate and say, all right, well, we worked so hard. Let's take a breather. Where are we going? Where are we heading? What do we want our business to look like? What do we want our life to feel like? And just make some little adjustments. So I have been studying human design this year, have brought that into my business, which I don't know if you guys know what it's about. But
no, please explain.
I want to know more.
Elaborate.
So human design is each person has an energetic blueprint, and each of us has it's very unique in the way that we do business, do life, the way we show up in the world, the way others see us. So I've been working with my clients to help them understand what their energetic blueprint is so that they can bring their business and their life in alignment. So it's helped them do things like move their social media where they weren't getting any traction to all of a sudden getting a lot of traction, or making some changes in their business, in their branding, just by looking at their chart and having a look at the way they're interacting in the world, the way they make decisions. It's very cool. So have been doing a lot of that this year, and about to do a big rebrand of my podcast on the 23rd of November. Woo! So there's exciting stuff happening. And it's all happened by creating this space that the space to reevaluate and just to take stock of where we're at. So it has been a really hard year with so much, being in lockdown and all the things. But at the same time, it's been a really amazing year. So, and I don't have a weighted blanket or a little snuggie thing. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I might need to leave the conversation now, but
no, nobody's going to cover you.
I just have a regular old Dina.
and that is the way to go, I tell you. Congratulations, Sam. I'm so happy for you, and I love how you are always just continually growing and learning and applying what you've learned. And yeah, I've always found you to be a very focused, driven business owner. And I love that you got that space to even just 10x that even more. It's so impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sam, can you give us a sneak peek on the rebranding, where you're heading with your podcast?
Oh, I can't yet. No. But keep an eye out. Things will be coming out. So they're working on that right. The team is working on that right now. Yes.
Ah, okay.
But I will in the coming weeks.
Awesome. When is that relaunch again? November? You said November?
November 23rd.
Awesome.
November
23rd. Amazing. November 23rd. Ooh, that's exciting.
So, looking forward to that. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Awesome. So I thought we would, with this episode, we would do a catch up talk maybe about where we want the show to go going forward, as we started the first season that way, where we want the show to go. And, so it's like, I'll start. To me, I would like to see more questions answered, right? And really like some deep level like problem solving of helping the business owner, the other business geeks out there in the world that have these complicated problems or what they perceive to be complicated problems, and having three veterans of business here, veteran business geeks, if you will, to be able to help unwrap some of those problems and hopefully come up with some real actionable solutions during the show here. So that's what I would like to see going forward.
Okay.
Is really tapping into those questions and diving deep, as well as that's part one. Part two is following up on our businesses and where we are and what we're doing and some of the struggles that we're having, or challenges that we're dealing with ourselves, and really tapping into that. And hopefully, crowdsourcing some answers between the three of us and or our community as well.
Love that. I love that
Okay.
last word that you used, community, because that's what I see the business geeks. We're just three geeks in a community of lots of business geeks.
Yes.
So I would love to see this community coming together and all putting our heads together and solving problems and talking about all the geeky business things that are going on in the world.
I love it. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I am tracking with all of that. You know what? I hope that we can provide some companionship, some fun and valuable and empathetic companionship, because I know you guys can relate to how lonely it can be as an entrepreneur and how solitary that sport can be. And sometimes you just need to know that other people are out there that are either have been through something similar or are going through something similar, or at least understand what you're going through. And, we can knock our heads together and, like you said, figure things out and problem solve. But I think I just want to provide some companionship.
I love that, Jen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfect for your weighted blanket talk from earlier.
I'm going to take the weighted blanket in your life off. If you have a weighted blanket, figuratively or literally, we're going to remove it for you.
You won't need the weighted blanket.
You won't need it. Get rid of it.
I love it.
What about you,
Love
Sam?
Pretty sure I just talked about the community that we want to create. I'm so
I heard-
glad that
okay.
you heard me, Joe.
Yes,
This is
no,
not a
I
great
heard about
start.
that. I mean, no,
because we're women that you did not hear us.
all I was saying was I was giving I thought you were just punctuating what I said, not just making that your own. So
Well, thank you very much. I was doing both. I was punctuating and I was adding. So thank you for including me, Joe. I feel very included now.
You're welcome. I think before we wrap up here, I think we should go real quick around and give a background of each other, because we have quite a few people watching over on Antra right now, and if you haven't listened, to our episodes over at businessgeekspodcast.com, all first 41 episodes or 42 episodes, whatever it was, are available over there. By the way, everybody can hear you now over Antra.
Oh.
I did a workaround.
So you are just the techie person, the
thank
techie
you.
geek of the business geeks.
Absolutely. So, So Jen, start by giving some background about yourself. Your business background, I should say.
Yeah. Well, I like to think of myself as a trailer park entrepreneur, because I grew up in a trailer park. I did, literally. So poor, not very wealthy, but that I think that made me very scrappy, very hungry to be financially independent, and not, as an adult, be in a position of poverty. So I turned to entrepreneurship for that. So I started my first business when I was 19. It was in a service-based business, grew that to 7 figures. That's a small miracle, because as you can imagine, at 19, I knew nothing about business. So that was my MBA. Since then, I've never looked back, never had a W-2, and I currently have a virtual assistant agency. We work entirely with stay-at-home moms in our talent pool, and we help women CEOs, founders, and business owners with growing businesses continue to grow by taking day-to-day operations off their plate. That was a summary. I mean, that was like, Cliff Notes, but
That was very Cliff Notes, and it just goes to show how accomplished and amazing you are.
oh,
Ding ding.
that's sweet.
Sam, why don't you go next?
Sure. So I wasn't as young as Jen. I was 20 when I went to business, and I owned a multiple award-winning dance studio for 20 years. I've had multiple retail stores also in the dancewear industry. Had those for almost 20 years as well. I've had health and wellness centers, and now I've been coaching in the online coaching space for the past 10 years, and I work with people to leverage their knowledge. They take the knowledge that they've got from either their corporate background or their business background and turn that knowledge into online business products so that they can spend more time doing what they love. Because I'm really passionate about creating a business that suits your lifestyle, because so many people get caught in business and they leave their 40-hour a week job because they're working too hard, and then all of a sudden start working 80 hours a week as an entrepreneur. And we need to turn that on its head. It's like we need to be really making sure that our life is the way that we want it, spending time with our family, our loved ones, friends, traveling, whatever it is that we want to do, and then create that business around them. So that's what I help people do.
Singing my song.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, look at all the love. Thanks, guys.
And that's one of the reasons that we grew so close together, Sam, is because we both feel the same way, about building a business for your lifestyle, not your lifestyle for your business. Because we both have lived, all three of us have lived through that nightmare of just the nonstop grind and not knowing where's the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Where we get knocked off of our goal, like what's our ultimate goal here? It's easy to fall on that sidetrack. And so for me, I've been around business since I was about 6 years old, working in my family's business, sweeping floors, counting inventory, putting stuff on shelves. I'm working my way all the way up through the company. But by the age of 27, I had decided that I no longer wanted to be there. It was like a 3-4 year decision that it took to get to that place. But at that point, I was the CEO of the company. I was also the IT director, the tech part that we were, Sam was alluding to earlier. I pretty much grew up in front of computers while the rest of my family grew up under trucks. And so I decided to leave, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I knew I wanted to do something, and podcasting kind of fell into my lap about a month after I left. I started up my first podcast and then started up coaching small business owners and entrepreneurs and growing that through the last 7 years, working with literally people from all over the world, and now finally having a cohesive audience and demographic and things of that nature to really take it to the next level for me and for the business and for the people that I'm working with. So I work with entrepreneurs, I work with small business owners, focusing on the team, the offer, and the process to help grow profit and to hopefully have potentially a great exit from the company, especially if they are of the older, if they're 50 plus age and want to how am I going to get this thing to be worth more money so I can actually exit the company? Because without me, it's all going to fall apart. That's where we get into the processes and we get into the nitty gritty, and we start to put things in place so that we can make that happen for those business owners. So that's me. As I also run the Independent Podcast Conference and community that is over at indiepodcon.com, which has existed since 2014 as well. So it's been a lot of fun meeting amazing people in all kinds of walks of life that have their own podcasts and build their own platforms.
So good. That's how we met, through podcasting.
Yeah. All
From
three of us.
on the other side of the world.
Yeah. Microphones brought us together. Now you can't shut us
up. Could not have said that better, Jen.
So that's us in a nutshell. We will be back next week with another Business Geeks podcast. So I hope that you'll either get subscribed or join us here on Entra Live or on Facebook Live over at facebook.com/Business Geeks Podcast. We broadcast, it's 4 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what time Australia.
It was 7 a.m. today, but next week, I believe your time changes.
We fall back
this week,
an
so
hour.
It will be 8 a.m. Australian next week. Thank goodness, that's an extra hour getting ready.
So wait. So we go backwards, but you go forward?
No, because you go backwards. So our
it would be
time
3 o'clock. Right now, it
same.
would be 3:40 for us. And what time is it there? 7:40.
7:40.
Oh, okay. So you're right. Yeah. I'm wrong. It's not no surprises here. So
I was gonna say it's just usual, right? Only joking.
Par for the
Only
course.
joking.
It's okay. I can't say names. I can't say places, and I can't do math in my head to the degree that some people that I marvel in can. I try. And I think that's the important part. But
we'll be here at 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time next week.
That's the bottom line. We're going to be
Exactly.
here. And we have segments. This is just a teaser episode, really.
Yes.
Give you a flavor.
Get back in the swing of things. So we do have segments. I actually have quite a few segments lined up to go through the upcoming weeks. And I'm really, I can feel the Voltron love of getting this back together and helping business owners literally all over the planet. So we're gonna make that happen, and I'm really excited and honored to be able to work with both of you again.
Oh, likewise.
Yeah, ditto. Right back at you.
But it'll feel better next week when we have the actual Business Geeks music. I feel a bit naked.
We will.
Yeah.
We will have the music next week. Hopefully you'll be able to hear that music over on Entra, but only if they change they got a setting they need to add, a couple settings they need to add. They know about it. They're working on it. I'm excited. Anyway, any last thoughts from either one of you before we wrap up here?
I am still wondering exactly how many ways we're streaming, because I'm on like 2 windows on my computer. I know you're streaming in multiple places. You are our tech guru.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we're just being teleported all over the place, which is cool. Totally cool.
We need to stream to our YouTube channel as well. I gotta make a couple of changes and hopefully I can get that set up so we can do Facebook and YouTube over at I don't think we have the YouTube link, but it's probably businessgeekspodcast.com/YouTube.
Nobody's gonna remember that, but
if I guess, yeah, right.
Are we in the metaverse? Is what I need to know. Are we in the metaverse right now? Is this the metaverse?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. I felt like it.
I felt like it. How does it feel, Jen? I need to know how it feels.
Is this like what Wi-Fi feels like? Like when people are sensitive to it?
When your head buzzes, when your ear starts to burn.
My head is buzzing a little bit. I feel like I'm splitting into many gens, floating around the universe.
You're going into the Matrix.
Yeah. Well, Joe created the Matrix. I'm just playing along.
Joe's sitting here going, "Can you two shut up now?"
I had nothing better to do than create that for both of you, and I am honored to be able to do so.
Aww. It's been great hanging out with you guys. I'm so glad that we're
so
back.
good.
Geeking out. It feels good to be geeking out again.
Yeah.
It absolutely does. So, all right, with that, we're gonna wrap this up here. Thank you everybody for watching and listening to the Business Geeks podcast. Check us out next week at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and was it 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. I will try to continue to remember that, and we will see you here next week here on the Business Geeks podcast. Imagine that there's music playing, and Jen's got it. She's got the music in her.
Yeah, she's got.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks, guys.